Welcome back, people. We got another video on the Samebike L026 version 2. Okay, well, we've done quite a few upgrades on this bike, which you will find in our playlist of e-bikes and electric scooters, or electric scooters and e-bikes, something like that. We have a playlist there, check it out if you're stuck on anything. I'm pretty sure you'll find it there. If not, you could always drop a comment in the comment section below, and of course I'll try and help you guys out the best way I can. So 500 miles, we've ran into another problem now, well, another two problems. We will talk about that and I will show you it. So since I've had this bike, what have we done? I'm probably going to miss a few things out here, but I'm going to try and remember everything I've done. So I replaced the pedals. Although the original pedals are okay, I did replace those. Let's turn it on first and quickly show you that we're over 500 miles. So there you go. We've been really putting this bike in some serious off-roading rain, and I've used this in really bad heavy rain and it's perfect. I haven't really waterproofed it. I've left it the way it is. Yeah, it really does work well in the rain. So 533 miles we've got. I'm going to now switch her off. But of course, I'm going to do more reviews as we go on, keep using this bike and let you guys know. So we did once before, we had the Samebike L026, and that was a 500 watt and the spokes on the wheels. These ones have mag wheels, which are a lot better because it means that the spokes do not come loose over time. So we replaced this part here, the rear suspension, because it was squeaky. You can fill it up with a load of grease. Again, we've done videos like that on the original stock stuff. But yeah, we upgraded the rear suspension to a DNM 165mm, and that's an air shock. I then replaced these front forks, which again, we've done that in a different video. You could always check that out. We got front air suspension forks. So we've got air rear suspension and air front suspension. I replaced, this was the first thing that I replaced, which was a really big muss, the head stem. And I will show you the problem that we've got at the minute. But anyway, yeah, the head stem, I changed the handlebars to carbon fiber. I kept the original grips, that actually are all right. I put a bar strengthener up here. I brought this light. It's insanely bright. It's the only light you'd ever need. Now, of course, you can charge your mobile here from a USB point, and on this light that I brought separately, which was £20 on eBay, you can pull this cap off and it's got a C port. You can even charge your phone up by C port. So C port or USB, I've got both options to charge my phone for two different devices. Phone here, camera there, or camera there, phone here, either way. And that's good because obviously I make these videos riding outside on this bike as well. I'm definitely going to be doing more off-road on this bike and other tests that I still have to do. We brought the upgraded battery with the upgraded charger to charge it faster. Again, we've done a separate video on that. It's the original seat still, the original seat post. We brought new tyres, new inner tubes. Again, all of these videos you will find in our playlist. I think that pretty much... Oh, no, hold on. We went from mechanical brakes to full hydraulic brakes. They were, I think they're like 70-80-ish pounds. Yeah, we did a video on that as well. Okay, so today we're running into a couple of more problems. And the problems that we face is quite unusual for me, to be honest. But then, you know, it is cheap, so maybe it's not unusual. But yeah, the bike itself originally from stock is great, apart from the rear suspension is always a problem. Everyone's had that. Yeah, stick a ton of grease in there and it'll do the job. Or if not, you can always buy the rear air suspension like this one that we have here. So as you can see, very dirty. I need to get the woman to, she loves cleaning things. I'm going to get her to do that. She's good at that. She does a really good job. Got some dice caps on the front and rear valves, and then we've got some dice caps here. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Dice cap there and another dice cap just over here. Just little silly things that I've added on there to make it better. When we first got the bike, we had a problem with the converter that is inside here. Again, we made a video on that. So I brought the bike, I tried riding it, and we only had the throttle. Every time I kept taking the pass up and I was pedaling, there was nothing. And that that indicated to me maybe a loose wire, so I disconnected all wires, put it all back together. That didn't solve the problem. So in the end, I went onto Samebike website. You can do it yourself. You don't need to ask me for the link. It's so easy to find. Type in Samebike, it'll take you to the website, and then you can go to parts. Type in your bike, which will be this one here, Samebike L026 version 2, or even just the Samebike L026. Type it in and it will bring up spare parts. I applied for the converter. That cost me £50 to get it shipped as well. I'm here in the UK. It got sent from China and it took about 2 weeks to turn up. It was frustrating waiting those 2 weeks because I just bought the bike. It was brand new. Couldn't really use it other than the throttle. I didn't want to just use throttle because I didn't want to stress the motor or anything like that. Although you can just use throttle. But anyway, yeah, I upgraded. Well, I say upgraded. I got them to send me another converter. I don't know why. A lot of people have been having that problem with the L026 version 2. The converters, the MOSFETs are probably a little bit off. I don't know. But anyway, you can order that for £50. You can also get it sent to you for free by, as long as you haven't had the bike for too long. You can scan your code and get it sent for free. Although I could get it scanned and I could have got it for free, I was just too impatient. I was rushing. I didn't even think about the barcode or anything. I just purchased that out of my own money. But yeah, you can get it for free by using that barcode as long as the bike ain't too old. Okay, coming down here, look at this. This is absolutely awesome. Now this is why, now the Samebike L026 version, the first version of this bike, it had spokes, and although I used it in the rain, I had a little bit of a complication, but not too bad. There was a time where it rained quite hard and it wouldn't turn on for about an hour-ish, and that's water obviously got into it. But this one is completely sealed. Now the L026 does around about 26 to 28 miles an hour with the speed hack. This one with the speed hack does about 26 miles an hour. Realistically, when my body's on it and I'm riding, I get about 24 miles an hour. So it's not as fast as the other one, as the first version, but I prefer this one because of the mag wheels. As I said, that stops spokes coming loose over time. But this one is so much more compact. There's less chance that water's going to get into this motor. Now that here comes our problem, which it didn't do it with the L026, but it's doing it with the L026 version 2. But it's okay. I do plan to change it, and again, when I do, I will make another video on it. I've also got to change these brake pads very, very soon. So for the full hydraulics, the brake pads need changing. I'm going to make a video on that. That could come before this, it could come after this, but again, that's going to be on the channel. So if you've got full hydraulic brakes yourself, you don't know how to change the brake pads, that is going to be there. This is the problem that I now face. I hope that you can, let me try and get as close as I can. This chain has become very, very rusty. Now, to be honest, I do use it in the rain quite a lot, and I do live here in the UK, which is the worst weather in the world. But other than that, chain's rusted, the cogs are all rusted. Not good. I don't like that. And we're at 533 miles, and as I said, the other one didn't do that. But then this one, I have gone more extreme. I've been going off-road a lot more. We've also got a bolt here that's a little bit rusted. Here is a little bit. So I am going to have to do a few little tweaks on this to get her back to normal. Now the chain is the original. That's what comes with the bike. Same goes as the cassette there, the flywheel. That's probably as a flywheel. That comes original. We also did buy this back smart light as well, so when you brake it gets brighter like a motorbike, like a car. Again, that's on eBay. I also brought this little thing here, which is just a steel cable extender with a clip on it, just so the key's in there. The key has never ever come out. People say they worry about the key coming out. Honestly, it will not come out because it's twisted to turn on. That's off, that's on. Well, when it's like that, it can't come out. You see, I'm trying to pull it down, it won't come out. When it's twisted to turn off, when it's off, you can pull the key out. Second it's on, the key does not come out. But I put that there just as a little bit of a safety measure, just in case it ever did fall out. As I said, I go off-road quite a lot with this bike. Don't look too bad here. The crank itself, Little bit of rust there, but not too bad. I could fix that up. But this bike needs a wash for sure. I need to change brake pads and stuff, but that chain and that flywheel, I'm gonna have to change those. Also, the gears I've left as original. There's the original gear shifters, but I am going to be changing this as well, just because it's not very precise. Sometimes when I'm changing gear, I do get a little bit of a noise. You know what that's like. It's irritating. When I ride this bike, I like it to be silent. With these big chunky wheels on there, these big chunky tyres, all I hear is the sound of the tyre, and that sounds great. It's I don't know if you've ever rid a fat bike, but it sounds awesome. It's kind of like that. Other than that, 533 miles in, she's holding up well-ish, apart from the cog and the chain. Yeah, there's not really much more I can say other than it's still working, it's still going. I'm going to change the chain, change the brake pads, change the cassette, change the gear shifter. Once I've done all of that, all of those, again, I will make as videos. And anyway, I hope this did help you out. As I said, if you do buy the L026, it's a great bike. It's a little bit faster, but do bear in mind, spokes do come loose. And I never really thought about it like that until my spokes did come loose, and it is an absolute pain. And if you don't know how to do it yourself, it's even more harder, and you're going to have to pay someone. Everything I've done on this bike, I've done myself. I'm not qualified in any sort of way. I have no certificates or anything like that. I've messed around with electric bikes and scooters for many years, and it's just my knowledge. And my knowledge, if anything breaks on this, anything to do with the motor, the battery or the converter or wires, anything, I can do it all myself. So it's handy when you can do that. And it's not because, yeah, as I said, I've never done any sort of electric stuff as a degree, but it's because I've just worked on so many different electric bikes and scooters, which you will find all across our YouTube channel. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on more videos on this bike. Smack that like button. If you've got comments, if you've got any problem with your bike, do leave it in the comment section below. You never know, I might be able to help you out. But yeah, more upgrades and more things to come. We've got to do brake testing and stuff, but I haven't done that again because I haven't put in new brake pads yet. But many things left on this bike to come. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. I probably did waffle on a little bit, but I wanted to try and make sure I covered everything. Oh yeah, one other thing. The horn no longer works. I did disconnect that, put a bit of electrical tape around there just to cover up the connector, because I use this as my front light. Although the original light that comes with the bike is okay for time being, I definitely do recommend to change it because it's not that bright. So same goes as the back light. It doesn't come with any backlight, so buy that smart light. The rear light is called a smart light. This light up here is called a Rock Bros light, which is R3-1000. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. We'll catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out.